Hey guys, oops, sorry for the wobble. We are on page 12 in the book. I do not make you guys do page 13. Just a reminder, this is the violin book, so it will look different than some of you other players who are using the viola, cello, or bass, okay? There are only 2 songs on this entire page. They require you to do all the things you learned from the other page, plucking-wise, okay? We're not bowing, okay? So, aside for Christine, the first part is a roller coaster starting on high D. 2 high Ds, then the dot moves down, 2 of those, 1 A. Don't accidentally play a second A here. Make sure you're reading the notes, not what you think it is. When you're going from A to G, that will be the hard part. But while you are doing this rest, you could get your 3 fingers, or 4 fingers if you're a cellist, ready for G. Okay, you got to go from A to G, changing strings, unless you're a bass player. Then you have 2 Gs, then you have F, and you have a leap. F to D. Now that's not a hard leap. You're just taking all your fingers off, okay? And then you go back up 1 spot, so you add a finger. Here's where it gets tricky. You got to go from D to F. That's a leap, okay? Violins and violas, that's 0 to 2. Cellos, that's 0 to 3. Bass players, that's 0 to 4. Then you got to go from F sharp to A. That is a string change, right? So that's tricky. Then you go to B, going up. Don't be confused by the fact that this flips upside down. The dot only went up 1 spot, okay? Then after the A, you got to go to G again, your favorite thing in the world. I know, right? A to G, another G back up to A, and then leaps to D. Now, Natalie's Rose, little more tricky, but it is a pattern. So you have a leap here from E to G. So 1 to 3 if you're a violin or viola. 1 to 4 if you are a cello. And if you're a bass player, you're going from E and you're changing strings over to that G string. Then you got to go to F sharp, okay? Which is not hard for everybody except for the bass. And then you're working our way up to A, okay? During the rest, you got to go back to F sharp. Okay, from A to F sharp. Another F sharp, and we're working our way up, and there. Then we go from A to F sharp. Okay, that'll be tricky. If you have questions, send me questions on Remind. A to G. Remember, that'll be hard too for violin, cello, viola, okay? Because you got to go from 0 to G, back to A, and that's a lot of string changing. Then A, B, C. And here's where that thing from Caribbean Island and Olympic Jump happens again. You have high D to low D to high D. You can keep the high D down, okay? And just make sure your fingers aren't bumping the low D when you pluck it. Feel free to send me questions on Remind. Make sure you're washing your hands. And good luck on page 12.